Ari Aster is an American filmmaker. He has made 4 feature-length films and 8 short films. Maybe you've seen a few, or maybe you're like me and have seen all of his feature lengths and 3 of his short films. He often partners with the movie studio A24 to create notable films mostly in the horror genre. So far, he has had great success with his films and each bring a new creative idea to the film industry. First of his films I will be talking about is Hereditary. It came out in 2018 and stars Toni Collette, Gabriel Byrne, Millie Shapiro, and Alex Wolff. It is a horror psychosis, cult, and supernatural film, and a synopsis is a grieving mother deals with the passing of her mother and daughter while her son deals with supernatural encounters. This film is very dark, both cinematically and tone-wise. Dealing with the tones of grief, which is a common theme in all of Ari Aster's films, it's a very successful and very great film, and it is one of my favorites. His next film is Midsummers. It came out in 2019, starring Florence Pugh, Jack Reynor, Willem Lohengrin, and Will Poulter. It is a horror folk psychological thriller, and the synopsis is after the passing of Danny's parents and sister, she joins her boyfriend and his friends to a trip to Sweden. While experiencing the small town culture on this trip, they discover one of the friends' hometown is not what it seems to be. This is also one of his most recognized films, and while it is visually brighter from his first film, Hereditary, it still deals with the dark themes such as grief and other things that I don't want to spoil the movie about. Now, his next film is slightly controversial just because it takes what he had done, which made him great success, in a different route, and it's much more artistic than the last few. It's called Beau is Afraid, and it came out in 2023, starring Joaquin Phoenix, Patti LuPone, and Amy Ryan. It is a drama psychological comedy and quest-like movie. It's about a paranoid man who goes on an Odyssey-type adventure after learning his mother has passed away. It's very artsy, which makes it a lot different from his previous films, but it still has those darker themes and is pretty good. As someone who has seen a lot of Ari Aster's projects, it's very him and what he wants to be as a creative director. His most recent film is Eddington, which came out in 2025 last summer, and it's starring, again, Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, and Emma Stone. It is a Western satire comedy and drama, and it's about the 2020 pandemic, where in a small town is held between 2 very different political views that result in a brutal election. Now, as the film started, I remember thinking in the theater that it was very interesting how it was going. It was very different from his previous films, but there was MacGuffin in the middle, which, if you don't know what that means, it is a film term where halfway through the story you find out the plot that you thought was driving the story forward wasn't quite what you thought it was, and it changes. This is often seen as the first big one was in the 1960 film Psycho, and that really changed it to be the dark Ari Aster film that a lot of people love and enjoy. So in conclusion, Ari Aster is establishing himself well in the film industry and with A24. His films bring new ideas to audiences while capturing his creativity and dark side. Maybe you've seen some of his films, and if you haven't, I hope you do.